McCarbu's turn to need to dig deep and fight off the ropes.
What a turnaround again from Badu Jak. Best shot of the round was a left uppercut, but a couple of good left hooks have gone in it as well. And he's going for it. What a tremendous end to the round for Badu Jak.
Tremendous round for Badu Jak. Tremendous heart being shown by both men. And the crowd inside the arena standing to applaud.
That was tremendous stuff, wasn't it, there from Badu Jak? He just sees his opportunity there, right hand through the middle there, and pushes McCarbu onto the ropes, who just lapsed in the concentration and the tempo and allowed Jak to really start throwing some big shots. There's the left hook and another one. There was a good left uppercut that went in as well. There's a third left hook. And at this point, you think, McCarbu, is he going?
In the corner, both of them digging so deep. Jak's been in with good southpaws before, James DeGale and Adonis Stevenson. He's won all 5 fights at cruiserweight and seemed to find that little bit more, didn't he, in the previous round, just to drag himself back into contention here. Just had the feeling that McCarbu might be starting to pull away, but that round was important for Badu Jak.
That was a big round for Badu Jak.
Oh! Shot from Badu Jak, and the champion McCarbu down for the second time in the fight. And at this stage of the contest, you wonder how much of a dent that's going to put on him.
What a tremendous start to the round, Fletch, for Badu Jak. Produces another good right hand. Can he find another one? What can McCarbu do? How's he going to respond?
Badu Jak on the front foot, looking to land what might be a finishing punch. McCarbu having to fight his way through the fog. Jak just missed with a chopping right hand, then landed another one.
Big right uppercut as well from Badu Jak. Again, senses the victory. Is he going to allow McCarbu to recover? This is what this champion does. He weathers the storms, then comes back. Can Badu Jak find another right hand? There's one, goes to the body.
Really good body shot. McCarbu wobbles backwards. Plenty of time left in the 11th round. Badu Jak has somehow dragged himself back into a fight that seemed to be going away from him.
Yes,
he's got the power to hurt the champion, and they're really good, accurate, crisp shots as well, which has McCarbu going backwards.
Really going for it as well here, Fletch. Badu Jak holding his ground, pushing the champion, but the champion looks spent. McCarbu looks spent. This is his opportunity here, Badu Jak, to really go for it and really put the pressure on McCarbu.
The big question is how much is left in the Badu Jak tank after how hard he's had to work in the fight.
This is a real test for McCarbu now. His fitness is really being affected. Look him on his feet, he's a little bit unsteady. Jak bouncing around. He's confident.
He looks like a fighter that if Badu Jak can land another shot like the one that put him down, he might not get up from it. He's absolutely spent in there, the champion. Still just less than a minute to go in the 11th. He's showing tremendous guts and heart to stay in there, McCarbu, but he's taking punishment. Badu Jak accurate again. Seems to have found a little bit more.
Yeah, the better work is coming from Badu Jak. The momentum. The tempo now is all with him, up on his toes, circling on the outside, looking for that opportunity, that one single shot. McCarbu still coming forward. He's just allowed him to recover maybe here, Fletch.
I wonder how much energy Badu Jak has had to use to get himself into the position that he's in. He's taking shots, isn't he, in there, McCarbu, and taking them superbly well.
There was a right hand to the body there from Badu Jak that hurt McCarbu. This has been a terrible round for the champion.
McCarbu, that's a massive round for Badu Jak, a knockdown, a 10-8 round.
Last round, you've got to drop him or you've got to knock him out.
And they're going to go into the final round here with Badu Jak, the man in the ascendancy.
Tremendous work here from Badu Jak, and there produces a couple of right hands, and McCarbu off balance a little bit, but nevertheless he's tired and takes a couple of good shots. There's the first one there, and then he follows it up with the second one. Here it is. What a shot that was. And McCarbu, he goes down. 10-8 round for Badu Jak, and how it has changed round. And he needed that Badou Jack. But for me now, he's probably just in front in this contest.
It's ebbed and flowed, Richie, hasn't it? It was Badou Jack at the start. Makabu was down. The middle of the fight looked like the champion was taking control. And then Badou Jack digs deep again and finds the punch to put him down. I've just been listening in to Damien Durant in Makabu's corner. And he said, you have to put Jack down or get the stoppage. That's how close this fight is. So expect Makabu to come out and throw everything here. Final round. WBC Cruiserweight title on the line, and Makabu has been sent out by his corner with a clear message.
Yeah, they need probably a 10-8 round. That's what I mean there. That's why they're saying you've got to put this guy down, get that 10-8 round or try and knock him out. But it's all on the line now here.
If it does become a war, you wonder how many shots Makabu can take in the process. That's got to be in the back of his mind as well.
Well, when you go for it the way that his corner wants him to, Fletcher, leave yourself open as well. So this could be a time for Badou Jack to land a knockout shot.
This has been an excellent fight. Makabu looking to give it everything he's got, but he's taken a solid shot from Badou Jack. How much is left for Makabu? Mark Lyson steps in. Badou Jack is a world champion. Once again, a three-weight world champion, joining some of the greats in the sport. And Badou Jack is lifted high by his cornermen. Badou Jack is the winner. He's the new WBC Cruiserweight champion of the world.
What a performance from Badou Jack, and what an achievement, a three-weight world champion. And that contest was fantastic, the way it ebbed and flowed and the way Badou Jack got himself back into the contest with those eye-catching shots. Makabu kept pushing him back, but he kept walking on to those good straight right hands. That was tremendous stuff, but what a performance from the challenger. And Makabu, a true champion right to the very end, but it was Badou Jack that produced the quality and the power when it was needed most.
The celebrations are underway. It's a list that's slightly longer than this, but he's now joined the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather and Thomas Hearns as men who are three-weight world champions. And when the opportunity came to finish the fight, he was clinical.
He was indeed, and we've said it time again in this contest that Makabu, when he's on the attack, occasionally he just leaves himself open. He was actually attacking, and then Jack came back with a single shot. There it was there, after Makabu was actually attacking him. That started the ball rolling. Then Jack moves in, throws a good right hand here. That gets through. And Makabu then is in trouble. The referee's having a good look. What a left hook that was. Right up a good...
Because he's never been known as a big puncher. He's in there with a tough man at cruiserweight. He's had him down twice and then got the stoppage.
Well, yes, it has surprised me a little bit because he's coming up, obviously, as a super middleweight and a light heavy. He's moved into the cruiserweight division, but he seemed to be punching really hard. But having said that, occasionally Makabu give him a full target to hit. So Makabu strong on that front foot, holding his feet, but there to be hit himself. And Badou Jack took his opportunities, took his openings, and has landed those quality power shots. That's a tremendous performance, make no two bones about it. Makabu is a decent, really good world champion, and Badou Jack has beaten him fair and square. That's great.
Excellent work as well by the British referee Mark Lyson to step in and make the stoppage. Mike Tyson walked to the ring tonight with Badou Jack. He's been with Badou Jack all week, and his smile tells you what he thinks about the result. And what a new lease of life Badou Jack has. He's a world champion again, Richie, at the age of 39.
Age of 39. It's a tremendous achievement. To win one world title is special. To be a two-weight world champion, that's something else. But to be a three, then you really are moving into the realms of legendary status at the end of the day, of what you've achieved in boxing. That's something else.
We'll get the official decision shortly from Michael Buffer, but a word on the champion, Ilunga Makabu, who hadn't lost since Tony Bellew took him apart at Goodison Park. 10 fights on the spin he'd won coming into tonight, and I just thought towards the end of maybe the 8th or 9th that he was taking control of things, and then Badou Jack managed to get him on the canvas again. But there was a spell in that fight where you felt like he might have been the one in control.
He was a true champion, he really was, because there were spells in the contest, like you said, that where he looked like he was struggling in terms of the fitness.
Referee Mark Lyson has to step in and call a halt to this contest. The official time, 54 seconds of the 12th and final round. The winner, now a three-division, three-time world champion and new WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Badou.
He's won the WBC Super Middle and WBA Light Heavy, so yes, very special. Every World Championship is special, but you know, I can't stress it enough, Flex, to be a three-weight world champion, that is something else indeed, and he really earned it against a really good champion in Ilunga Makabu. That was a great fight.
Time for the team to pose for pictures. Derek Chisora is in there as well. We're going to hear from the new champion in a few minutes. Badou Jack is going to be talking to us from inside the ring. Wins a world title, his 34th fight, 28 wins he has now. That's only the 17th stoppage. It will taste so sweet. He's the WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the world. There was a bit of talk coming in that Makabu quite fancied fighting Canelo Alvarez somewhere down the line. I would think that Badou Jack would quite happily step in there if that opportunity comes his way as well.
I think he'll throw his hat into the ring there, won't he, with that one? Why not? At 39 now, obviously he's coming to the end of his career, but hey, who knows what he can achieve. It's tremendous what he's done up to now, and long may it continue for him.
And because we've got the conclusion to this one, it's almost time for the talking to stop and the main event to start. Next up tonight, Tommy Fury against Jake Paul. 8 rounds. It's being billed as cruiserweight, but it's a catchweight, 185 pounds, and that's what everybody is here to see. Let's hear from the new champion.
3-time, and if we're honest, it should be 6-time world champion, 7-time world champion Badou Jack. Tonight, I would say you have the first candidate for Fight of the Year in 2023.
Yeah, it's not a good thing, but first of all, I want to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for blessing me for this victory and for both of me and my opponent come out safe.
Talk to me about the game plan that you and Jonathan Banks put together. It looked like a masterful performance. You were able to do everything you wanted to do in there, and a 12th round knockout. You can't ask for more.
Yeah, I was standing there too much. He told me to box and move. That's not really my style. I mean, box, yeah, but I like to come forward and fight. So, yeah, Makabu's a hell of a fighter. He's an African brother of mine. We used to be training partners. He's still my brother.
It's a true testament to how much of a perfectionist you are and what this science of sport will do to a man's mind after a performance like that, to still be critical of yourself. You had everybody out of their seats tonight. We can't wait to see you in the ring again. First of all, you are the first Muslim to win a world championship here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Talk to me about how that feels.
Alhamdulillah, it feels amazing, amazing. And I think somebody said I'm the oldest cruiserweight champion of all time.
Well, you were the youngest tonight. Incredible performance. Radio Raheem with Badou, the Ripper Jack.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
The one and only Adonis Creed, former heavyweight champion of the world. 3 years ago.
When I walked away from boxing, I walked away with some unfinished business. Me and Donnie, we was like brothers. One fight. You and me. Run it. Run it! I can't wait for this.
Creed 3 in cinemas March 3.
The referee's going to play the advantage. Adeyemi's 1v1 with Enzo Fernandez, and he's full of speed. He's gone around the goalkeeper, and he scored. Lift off for Borussia Dortmund, and Chelsea caught on the counter-attack by the pacey Karim Adeyemi.
Coming for you. If you want to fight me, don't let your big bro for you. Anytime, any place, anywhere. Stick to your little YouTube videos.
I will gladly beat the out of you.
I've done my bit. You do your bit. Stop ruining my friend. Take it right.
December the 18th.
Tommy Fury's about to fumble the biggest bag of his life.
Medically, 155.
Tommy Fury is boxing's biggest.
Get the contract signed, you fool. Tommy, Will, sweat.
Go to the embassy, get your visa, stop deducting you.
The reason this fight didn't take place was because I couldn't get in the country.
Once again, you're fumbling the bag.
I'll fight you for free.
Don't tell Tommy we back in camp, baby.
His family's gonna disown him when I knock him out. He will never box again.
Where you at, Tommy?
I think you beat Jake Paul.
He's a flake.
Can't fight.
He's not gonna like this sport after I'm done with him.
Humiliate and stop this man early.
I'm knocking him out.
I'm coming to take your head off. I'm chill. I'm a real dog.
Thank you for joining us, everybody, and we are very much aware, we say again here on BT Sport Box Office tonight, that it is not our usual boxing audience. Very aware of that. Very aware also that many people will not have been tuned into the last 2 or 3 hours while we've been on the air bringing you the boxing coverage in the build-up to the main event. Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, and not much longer to wait for it. Our guides here in the studio, once more Anthony Crolla, Denzel Bentley and Carl Froch. And it is a cruiserweight contest, so-called catchweight, actually, for the purists in the top of the bill. But first, a little word, please, Carl, about what we've seen in that bona fide world title fight. Did it exceed your expectations, actually?
It did. That was a fantastic bout between these two gentlemen. I mean, that's the reason I was looking forward to this fight so much, because it's not fully what I was expecting, because I didn't think because Makabu, I thought had more. Unfortunately, that year break out of the ring, I think that's shown there tonight. But I knew Badou Jack was very tidy, very capable, decent puncher, good defence, everything. He doesn't do anything spectacular, but he does everything very well. And he showed that in there tonight. I mean, from round one, we're looking at round two here, just digging them body shots. He's nice and composed. He's got good balance, and he keeps himself in punching range so he can counter, but out of harm's way. I mean, that was a balance thing for Makabu. It was a good right hook for Badou Jack. But you see here, this right hook lands. It kind of clips the shoulder and the head, but Makabu is totally off balance there and gets put over, but that would have put confidence inside Badou Jack. I was
going to ask Denzel that very point. That must have been a real moment of encouragement for Jack tonight, if you've any doubt.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, he went in there, he put him over, and he thought, OK, cool, that's the 10-8 round for me. All I've got to do is pick up the pace and stick it on him. But Makabu came back straight after the next round, so it was back and forth for me.
We're in round 10 here. We can see Makabu's fading a little bit, and this is where Jack starts to take over for me.
One of the things we've been speaking to you about, Anthony, is patience in these big fights, and you're a coach of very young fighters at the moment. It's perhaps relevant to what we're going to witness with Tommy Fury and Jake Paul very shortly. But I was so impressed with the way he went about his work late on. He didn't rush it, did he? He knew that the fight was there for the winning, and he had the experience to be patient and wait for it to come his way.
All throughout the fight, as Carl's there, he was very composed, kept his shape really well. He handled this much better. He was very economical in his work, like you're saying there. He didn't waste much, and when his moment come there in the final round, he was still young enough to go through the gears, and I thought it was a good stoppage, that from Mark Lyson, because it was only going to end one way. But no, he rolled back the ears, did Badou Jack.
Young enough at 39. I'm just saying, Carl, you know. You won't see 40 again, but 39, and not too many signs that he was finished there for me.
No, he did well at 39. I mean, I'm not sure what the future holds for him, where he can go. We mentioned a couple of boys, Paul and Coley, in England. They might have a bit too much for him by ways of youth and you know, that strength as well late on and that ambition. But Badou Jack showed there that he belongs as a cruiserweight world champion. Great performance.
Carl Froch, just again for those uninitiated, one of our most successful world champions of the last couple of decades, and earlier on the show tonight, he did dangle the intriguing possibility of a meeting up the road. It's been put to him in certain terms by Jake Paul. That is a potential subplot arising from what we witnessed in our main event tonight. And we're getting closer to it now. Everybody knows about the social media build-up. They've mastered the art of building themselves as celebrities, and they've made a lot out of doing that. This is a different proposition, and for those who use boxing, it's a bit from this point to say. Please understand one thing. This is not for around. This is not eventually. People do get hurt. Now, to Jake Paul's credit, he has accepted all of that, embraced boxing and what it can do for the individual, and he says he is in love with the game, and he is set about showing the world that. Tommy Fury, from an outstanding family background, of course, but it's all on Tommy Fury's shoulders tonight. The consequences of, as Daniel has said earlier, would be catastrophic to his hopes of being taken seriously as a pro boxer. This is how they have finished the build-up.